We'll put toe to leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Third down.
This is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running it to the right. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athletic.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Back to throw, it's back. He's got his man across the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there in the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Canes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Dropping back, it's Beck. Beck's looking for the goal line. No, sir, they strung it out enough. He tried to pick his way through, but just not enough running room, and the defense with a stand. Final play of the quarter coming. On the ground, it's Joyner. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Virgil. And he ends up taking a safety.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle. And how about this year? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the 2nd quarter with a safety.
Running into the open space.
Returner brings it out to the 29. And your Miami Hurricanes will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's back. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Dickey. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Red Raiders lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The Red Raiders decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Wants to throw. It's back. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. Across the 45. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Morton. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to...
Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's back. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Virgil.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Quarterback now breaking the field. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right, that's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right.
They're going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And down he goes back at the 3.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
Looks it in at the 40. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will give them the lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to try to get it himself. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Takes a handoff. It's Fletcher. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops, and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
And the Canes are rolling down the field. They'll leave it with him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
They had a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
gets it out quickly. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Hurricane defense has been an impenetrable wall all day, not moving an inch against these guys.
And it's a complete effort, Reese. It's the front. It's the defensive line owning the work up front. It's the linebackers running. It's the secondary all working together, reminiscent of the 2001 Miami defense. Under 10 points a game, putting together a performance today.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Miami!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field. But this linebacker, he is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay. And he did right there with that pick 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The RPO, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pulls and fires complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the...
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
They'll line up to go for 2. Looking downfield, it's Morton. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Unloads quickly. Inside the 15. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are...
And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're playing defense, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
That's caught. It's Eakin. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, gonna let it fly. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave them a little bit of hope.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Red Raiders buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, it's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
They'll try to pass their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Zings it complete to the right. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Rams him with the stiff arm. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Morton. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese. We don't get matchups like this every week, but when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. from the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They're going to ride this running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air, it's Morton. Snagged in the middle, it's Carter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Looking for room, it's Barnes. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on third and short. The sure hands, it's Barnes. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his... Turning it on! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Sweet cut there. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Sends it back in motion. With jet sweep pass. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Bulldozes his way through. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas, just safe them. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
And he shanked it short and to the right. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite 3rd down defense. First of all, you get him in 3rd and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. 3rd in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big play.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So you either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Kick is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Mateer, working that wide receiver screen. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Steps away to find some room. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, is the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy
looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. On a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Bringing the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Here comes the heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's the tech now. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Dumps it off in the flats. There he goes! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Just a short pass to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Back to throw, it's Morton. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Quarterback keeper. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air, it's Mateer. The short hands, it's Barnes. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try the run. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Hard running there. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Quick strike complete. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. And the Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun to give, looking for room. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Fights off a defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tagged.
They'll run play action. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Back to pass, it's Morton. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They'll go back to the air on second down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Gonna swing it on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown Sooners. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win.
We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They'll give it to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back to pass, it's Morton. The throw to the outside is complete. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Douglas.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds his man, it's Frazier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get... together. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Georgia.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Got a man. It's Branch. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Got some room to run. The 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible. And that was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. 4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
With the catch, it's Bell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quarterback extends the play. Makes the catch, it's Bell. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a crease, it's Frazier. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different and give this offense something to think about.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout. So you
sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for him.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Give me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to get the corner. Slithers into space. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Georgia going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw again. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. And the Dogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Grab near the marker. It's dealt. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Dickey. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught on 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win it around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Branch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He uncorks one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Using his feet to buy time. Takes a hit as he fires.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Red Raiders will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On the snap, it's Frazier. Under fire. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Finds his man. It's Bell. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Keeps looking downfield. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Going to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
To the air on second down. They'll run the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running.
And the ball's out there after it. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of it.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man. It's Virgil. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Pulls it in. It's Eakin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dickey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like you saw right here.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection direction. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. That's reeled in, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space. It's Sticky. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Georgia going up tempo. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Under fire. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Back's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He throws one to the left, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. I think at this point you might as well try to throw the ball down the field because this dog defense is not giving an inch.
They don't give an inch. They hunt the whole entire...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sticky. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that one.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage.